So in last class, what we were discussing in last class, okay, in last class, I don't know why it's getting echo. So in last class, what we were discussing about the list. What is list? What are the different type of functions? I guess everyone has get to know about the list structure. And what are the different type of function, how list is immutable in nature, mutable in nature. So mutable, why we are saying the mutable? So once we are creating the list, we can add some element, we can remove some element, we can clear the list, and we have seen two list also we can add, right? So different kind of things we had discussed in the last session, and I guess everyone get to know. Do you have any doubt inside of list? So we can start in the another data structure. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about the tuple. What do you mean by the tuple? If you know about the list, tuple is like a same. List and tuple, there is no difference between the list and tuple. Only difference is that tuple is immutable in nature. Tuple is immutable in nature. Immutable in nature. What do you mean by the immutable in nature? What do you mean by the string is immutable? If I'm saying, means once you are defining the tuple, you cannot change the value. The first point is inside of tuple, what I can say, tuple is exactly same of the list, except it is immutable. It is immutable, that is, once we create a tuple object, we cannot perform any change in the object. So first point is that, which I wrote in front of your screen. So tuple is exactly same as the list, except that it is immutable in nature. That is, once we can create a tuple object, we cannot perform any change in the object. Okay, so if tuple is like us, just try to realize this thing in form of the list. So what I told you, tuple is kind of list only. So what are the function is available inside of list? Same function we can use inside of tuple also, because it's exactly same. So no need to remind a new function. First thing. So what you know, that only we are going to use in the tuple. Only thing, that function only we cannot use, which function is responsible to insert element, to append the list. Those function we cannot use. What are those function we cannot use? First function, we cannot use extend function. Here we cannot use extend function. If you can go list function, we have seen sort of functions, right? So sort of function, let me see, I'm going to copy paste from here only, so that you can you can make a difference between this, which function we should use, which function we should not use. I told you list is a kind of, tuple is kind of list. So length function we can use to check the length, because it's a kind of list. Count function, yes, we can use count function, because it is not changing the list, right? Index function, yes, we can use index function, because here also with the particular index we are fetching the element. Insert, shall we use the insert function? No, we cannot use. Why we cannot use? Because this function is used to mutate your tuple, and tuple is not allowing to change the value, so that we cannot use the insert function. Can we use append function? No, we cannot use append function also, because append function is also used to add the element at the last of the list. So this is also not can be used. Remove function, can we use remove function? No, we cannot use the remove function. Why? Because remove function is again going to be remove the something from the tuple, and tuple is not allowing to change anything. Pop, can we use the pop function? No, we cannot use the pop function. Again, pop is going to give me the last element of the list. Reverse function, can we use the reverse function? Yes, no, reverse function we can use, but we have to keep inside of something. So here we can write partial, not completely. Short, can we use the short function? Yes. Can we use the short function? We can use, yes, we can use. Again, it's a partial. Now you got the clear idea, right? Which function can be used and which function cannot be used. And you should not get confused why we can use this function, because these are the function. You can see 1 to 3 function. 1 to 3 function is only are those function which is going to use to fetch the element. To fetch the element, if you want to fetch the element, we can happily use the fetch means this function. But if some function which is going to use to insert the element, to change the structure of the data, then we cannot use this function. Okay, second, first point was what? tuple sub just try to make a difference between the tuple and list. It will be very confusing. Tuple is like a list only. Inside of list we can add element, we can remove element, whatever we want to do. In tuple it's a kind of list, but we cannot add element, we cannot remove the element. Okay. Second point, if our data is fixed and never change, then we should go with the tuple. Okay, so we just try to understand when we should use the tuple and when we should not use the tuple, right? If you have seen your pan card number, the pan card number, like my pan card number AWVPT6988R. Okay, this is my pan card number. And now what is going to be happen, just suppose, just try to understand, this is my pan card number and tomorrow I forget my pan card number, what will happen? So right now pan card is also got associated with the your Aadhaar card, if you remember or not. So pan card is also got associated with your Aadhaar card. So what initially what was happening, so everyone can create a multiple pan card. Even I having also two pan card right now. Okay, so and both the pan card having the different number. So now the government, what they made a changes, they did, okay, once the pan card has been created, then even though it is going to be lost by the user, then we can regenerate the another pan card with the same number, right? How it is going to be possible? So they are going to attach this thing with that Aadhaar number, and Aadhaar number will be unique, and with the Aadhaar number they are going to find out what is the pan card is associated with this. And even they made it inside of tuple, so if anyone want to change also this pan card number, then they cannot change, because see, this is more related to the income, right? So how much you are doing the income, what are the loans are going on with your profile, everything we can see with the pan card number only. So that's what they made like this, because see, if you have a two pan card, so with one pan card you can take loan, and with one pan card you have an income of 1 crore rupees, and you are going to hide that, and you are showing those pan card only which having the less or marginal income. So that is the one thing I can say. So if our data is fixed and never change, means you no need to change anytime, then always go with the tuple. Third point, as I told you, it is kind of list only. So in case of list, insertion order is preserved or not? Yes, it is preserved. So here also insertion order will be preserved. Okay. Third point. Fourth point, duplicate is allowed or not? As I told you, list and tuple both are same. So in list, duplicate was allowed or not? Yes or no? Yes, duplicate was allowed. So here also duplicates are allowed. Okay. Fifth point is, as I told you, it's kind of list only. So inside of list, heterogeneous element, heterogeneous object are allowed or not? Heterogeneous means integer, number, float, string, whatever data type we having are allowed or not? Yes, it is allowed. So here also it will be allowed. Okay. Okay, six point is what we have preserved. We can preserve the order, and we can differentiate the duplicate object by using the index. Hence index play a very important role, as I told you, right? What I told you. So as I told you, insertion order will be preserved here, right? Insertion order will be preserved. So what do you mean by the insertion order? Whenever I am saying insertion order will be preserved, so what do you mean by that? Insertion order will be preserved means in which order you are inserting the element, in the same order you can fetch the element. So index, so in this case index will play a very important role, as we had seen is in same way inside of what we can say list also, right? So we can fetch the element with the help of the index. So index will play a very important role. Okay. 7. Okay, so these are the things. And now I guess everyone get to know about the tuple data structure. What is the tuple data structure? Nothing new. You are not learning new thing now. You are learning the same thing what we learned inside of list. Only thing, we are going to learn something less. Inside of list we learn these many function. Now here only 3 function we have to learn. And how we can represent the tuple? Tuple can be represented in what? Tuple can be represented by the parenthesis, and list can be represented this. And now if I will ask you what is the difference between the list and tuple, can anyone please tell me at least one point of difference? What is the difference between the list and tuple? We had shown you many difference inside of list and tuple. Okay, no worries. So I will write here the difference between the list and tuple. Just try to make a difference. For me, it's only difference is important. First difference, number one. First difference, it can be represented by this symbol. Second difference, it can be represented by this symbol. Okay. Second point, it is immutable in nature. Sorry, immutable in nature. It is immutable in nature. Immutable in nature. I guess this is more than enough. What is the difference? And with this, you can at least call up the difference between the list and a tuple. And now, third point, third definition, can anyone tell me? We can use all function of list except, okay, here I am writing inside of tuple. We can use all function of list except those which are used to change the value of list of tuple. Okay. Oh no, tuple list. Got it. So this is, yes, this is the very, very important point I can say. Now let's understand. Now we are going to define the tuple. This is the basic intro of the tuple. Now we are going to define the tuple. How to define the tuple? Just create a new Python file. I'm going to create a new Python file, tuple1. Okay, here I'm going to create a new file, tuple1. And how we can define the tuple? As I told you, tuple can be defined in what? Tuple can be defined by this symbol, like this symbol. So let's suppose if you are going to define t equal to 10, 20, 30, 40. This is my tuple. And now how I can say it's a tuple? We can use type function, right, to check the tuple. So type is the function, and inside of type we can pass the t, and if we can execute this code, yes, I'm getting tuple. So this is the one representation of the tuple. Okay, now understood, right? What is tuple at all? Everything you understood. Now just try to understand in this way. So tuple, let's suppose tuple we are going to define like this. And now, as I told you, in case of tuple, indexing is going to be preserved, right? Indexing is going to be preserved. So because insertion order is going to be preserved, so that index we can use. Let's suppose I want to fetch that 20. How we can fetch that 20? Print t. What is the index of 20? 1, right? And no, not like that, sorry. And here if we can execute this, yes, you can see. And same way we were using inside of list also, same thing we were using in the string also. So there is no difference at all. These are the both are same. List and tuple, here we are using the same way. Okay, now we can use the index, and also we can use the slicing also. Why we can use? Okay, let's suppose, what is slicing? I guess everyone knows about that. So at this point you should not ask this question, what is slicing? You know very well what is slicing. Slicing is the sub part of your string, tuple and list. Let's suppose I want to fetch this 20 to 50. How we can? 20 to last. How we can fetch? Can anyone please tell me? So this is the way, print, and here we can, first is what I told you, first is starting point, then ending point, then step size. So if you are not defining a starting point, so what it will pick? It will pick from 0. It will not, if you will not define the ending point, what it will pick? It will pick last point. And if you are not defining step size, then what it will pick? It will pick always a one step size. Let me show you. Let's suppose I want to pick from 20. So 1, and can you see this? Slicing is also applicable inside of tuple. Let's suppose I want to take 50 to 70. How we can take? Can anyone please tell me? So we can paste it. And what is the index of 50 was? 0. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, right? So here we are going to define here 4. And now we can, yes, I can see, right? And let's suppose I want to reverse this. How we can reverse? Can anyone please help me? We can reverse, right? So -1 is the symbol to reverse. You can see I am able to reverse also. Understood? So these are the many, means it's a similar. If you know list, if you know string, see, now you are going to do the revision. You don't think so we are learning something new. We are learning some new data structure, but just only try to understand the difference between this. And the similarity that you already know. You did, I guess in last class also, 2 class we did a practice on a list only. That's what I used to give the more time on the primary data structure like a string and list. And now onwards it's a very easy. In a single day or half day we can complete a one data structure. It is not a hard and fast rule, right? So that's so. And now once you, okay, as I told you, right, in case of once you define the tuple, you cannot add anything new here. So how I can show you, how I can prove you? So as I told you, tuple is immutable in nature. Immutable in nature. What do you mean by this immutable in nature? Means what I'm trying to say, t dot append. If I'm calling this append function here, append, in case of append, and let's suppose I'm adding 10, so it is throwing an error, attribute error. Tuple has not attribute of append. But if it is a list, let's suppose if it is a list, control C and control V, and I am going to change this tuple into list. So now let me put this over the comment, and t dot append. If you are going to use the append function as a 90, yes, we can use. There is no error, there is no hard and fast error, right? So this is the one thing I would like to say, means in case of tuple we cannot add element. And you see, I have proved you also, if we have a list then we can happily add, but if you have tuple then we cannot add at all. So this is all about the tuple. Now just try to understand a more fastest way. So let's suppose if you have a tuple and you want to add in future, you want to add something. So will you able to add? No, tuple will not allow for sure. But I told you, everything is possible, but you have to do some effort. So what you can do the typecasting. I told you, right? I can stay with Shah Rukh Khan happily, but Shah Rukh Khan cannot stay. But we have seen one movie, fan movie, in that original Shah Rukh Khan came into the duplicate Shah Rukh Khan place. But how he came? Due to the situation arise like that, so that original Shah Rukh Khan has to come to the duplicate Shah Rukh Khan place. So how it could be possible? Yes, it is possible here also. Typecasting we can do. Tuple, though tuple is saying, yes, I am not able to change myself. But okay, you will not change yourself. I know you are a tuple. You have that much of arrogance, so that you will not change yourself. What I can do, I will change the definition itself of the tuple. So we can do the typecasting. Okay, so typecasting, how we can do? We can pass this tuple inside of list, and here we are going to define t, right? And now, okay, sorry, my bad. And now if you will add t dot append, yes, I can happily add that, right? It is possible. And now if you'll print this t, now if you'll execute this, can you see this? At the last 10 got added and it converted into the list. Okay, again tuple will say, hey, you add the number by changing my definition. Now your data structure got converted into the list. Okay, fine. So what we can do after adding that element, we can change into a tuple. That is also possible, right? So tuple, and here we can pass the t, and this tuple we can pass here, and we can execute this. Can you see this? So I have added the number as well, and and your definition also not get changed. This is more about the backend part. Okay, how you are going to deal, right? You know all concept, you know all these things. Now you have to. This is up to you how you are playing with those things, right? Hope you understood. Now, so next thing, I showed you what is the difference between the tuple, and I had showed you what is the difference between the list, and what how we can, as tuple is immutable in nature, so sorry, immutable in nature, so we cannot add anything. But I showed you the way also how we can add the element inside of tuple, right? Now, okay, okay. So now next is different function, tuple function, different function. So first function is length function. Okay, so how we can use the length function? Print. You everyone knows how to use the length function, and here we can pass the tuple, and it will return me the length of the tuple. You can see I 8 element. Why? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 element we having, so that's what we are getting, 8, no doubt. And if count function also we can use, yes, we can use the count function as well. So how we can use the count function? Let's suppose what was doing count function. Count function was doing ki, let's suppose if you are passing some number, and in a tuple or in a list, how many times that particular object has been created, has been called, or has it is there, so it will give me the that count. So let's suppose t dot count, if I'm calling the count function, and here we are passing 10, I want to see this 10 how many time it is coming inside of this tuple. Yes, we can use, okay, I wrote it 0, okay, jaga, oh, okay, yes, I can see 10 is coming as a 2 time, right? So count is also same, how we were using the inside of list, same thing we are using this. And I told you insertion order will be preserved. Insertion order will be preserved, so index will play an important role. Index will play a important role. What do you mean by this? Let's suppose I want to fetch the index of 10. How we can fetch the index of 10? Print t dot index. If I'm calling this t dot index, and here I am passing 10, so what it will give me? It will give me the 0, first occurrence of 10. Though we have a 10, it will not see another 10. If it is coming at the first place, then it will not check the second place, right? So that's the thing. Index was doing the same way inside of list also, so same thing we are doing here also. Okay, now same thing, it's a no, there is no hard and fast. Means if you know very well string, then you know very well list. If you know very well list and string, then you know very well as a tuple. So this is of the intercorrelated. That's what I always used to give the more weightage to the this primary data structure. Okay, now sorted function. Fourth function is the sorted function. Okay, so it's already sorted. Anyways, what we can do, if you want to sort it, and here we can pass the t, and let me show you, and this we can store inside of t. And if now we'll print t, now if we'll print the t, now let's see what is going to be happen. You can see 10 10, it got sorted in the ascending order, right? It got sorted in the ascending order. Same thing we were doing inside of tuple, sorry, inside of list. We have a sort function there, right? So here sorted is doing the same way. But okay, now I would like to tell you one difference in the sort and sorted. I guess everyone having some kind of confusion. What is the sort and sorted? Let's suppose we have a list L, and here we have a list like a 1 comma. I know where is the problem. That's what I always used to give this kind of example, 3 2 4 2 1 21. Okay, anyways, 0. And now if you want to sort this list, if you want to sort this list, let's suppose I want to sort ted l, let's suppose I want to sort it, and now समझना बात को, print, I am doing print l, right? And let me execute this code, and you can see, is it got sorted? No, it not got sorted, right? Can you see this? I applied the sort, but still not got sorted. Now just try to understand, right? I am going to create one tuple like this, and just try to make a difference now. ठीक है? And now, sorry, let me sorry, before this let me show you one more thing. Now if I will call this print l dot sort function, l dot sort function, and if I will call this, and now let me show you this. Now can you see this? Okay, okay, just a minute. What happened? I'm making some mistake here. Control F sort. Okay, dot sort. Yes, yes, exactly. I'm doing same thing. Where's my tuple? Yes. List we have, and then okay, okay, okay. Just a minute. Just a minute. L dot sort. Yes. Now if I'll print this, okay, now just try to understand. Okay, now you can see my list got sorted, right, with the sort function. But if I'm calling this sorted wala function, sorted l, and if I'm printing, then it is not getting sort, it is not getting sort at all, right? It is not getting sort at all. Why it is not coming as a sort? Because sorted is doing the sorting. And okay, let me explain in this way. Just a minute, let me show my whiteboard, how I can share this screen. 1 minute. Let me share my whiteboard. These are the things are very important, so that okay, are you able to see my screen? Yes. Okay. Whiteboard. Let me open the whiteboard. Okay. Just try to understand in this way. So let's suppose you have a okay. Okay, fine. So let's suppose we have one list, okay, and this name is n. Sorry, I'm not using pen tab today. So here on top of that, if you are calling the sorted, it is occupying some space in your memory, and now if you are calling this sorted function here, and on the just a minute, I will take a text only. Let's suppose we have a n equal to this 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, okay, and on top of that you are going to apply the sorted function. Okay, sorted function if you are going to apply on top of this n, so what is going to be happen, just try to understand. And now if you are going to call n dot sort function here, what is going to happen, just try to understand in this way. Okay, okay, let me, so what I was saying, see, if you are going to apply this sorted function. So it is doing the shortening, and after shortening it is allocating some space in another address of the memory. But if you are going to call the end dot sort at the same place, of the memory wherever it is least, it is going to sort and it is going to store. So hope you understood the difference between the sort and sorted, right? Sorted will sort your data structure and it will store in some other location of the memory. But if you are calling end dot sort, then it at the same place of the memory it is doing the shortening and it is keeping there, right? But in case of tuple, why it is not allowing sort and dot sort? Because at the same location, if you are trying to change the value, the tuple will not allow. Why? Because tuple is immutable in nature, right? And if you want to add something, if you want to change the definition, change the structure of data, then tuple, for sure tuple will not allow. That's what end dot sort function is not applicable, but sorted is applicable. Why sorted is applicable? Because sorted is applicable because after shortening, after changing the value, we are not keeping at the same place of that data, we are keeping the different location in the memory, right? Okay, I can prove this as well. Wait a minute, I will. Okay, let a minute, I can prove that as well. Whatever I am saying, if I can prove, then nothing else, right? So what I'm trying to do, just a minute, let me remove this, and we have a t. Let me define the t tuple. Tuple is 10 comma 8 comma 20 comma 30 comma 5 4, right? And if you're doing the shortening, and after shortening I am storing some other location name. Okay, it not got shared. Is it got shared, right? Okay, so fine. So let's suppose after shortening we are going to store some other location like t l. Okay, so l and t, what, it's a kind of address, right? So we are going to store some different location. And now if I'm printing this l, now try to understand what is going to happen. See, can you see this? Okay, l is kind of list only, so I am going to give as a name as a t1. Now why it is coming as a t? Okay, yes. So after one more difference, see, after shortening it is going to convert this thing into form of the list also, and it is not at the same place. You can see this is the some other location and this is the another location, right? It is not going to change this value. See, still the t value is 10 8 20 30 and 4. So that's what sorted is going to create a different location in the memory, but short function will do the shortening at the same location in the memory. So now, very favorite interview question: if shortening is allowed, like if you have a list data structure and if you want to sort that list, which approach will be preferred? Sorted or end dot sort? Can anyone please help me with the answer? What is your opinion is saying? Will you go with the sorted or sort? Anyone? No one? Okay, no worries. So always preferred go with the sort. Why? Because see, unnecessary it is taking another space in the memory. Though we want to do the shortening, and in the same place we can do the sort, right? So this is the one of the difference, one of the very favorite interview question as a viva. So you can understand right now, you can feel the answer why we should not use the sorted at the whenever we are going to deal with the memory management concept, right? So memory, as a programmer, memory is very very important, and for me, I can only understand as a data scientist what is the role of the memory, right? Each and every byte is important for me. Okay, and even though I am using the 250 SSD, my processor is getting hanged, and I have 16 GB of RAM, still my processor is getting hanged. I have CUDA and NVIDIA version in my local system, GPU processor, though my system is getting hanged. just because we are dealing with the high process configuration library. So for us, this kind of approach is very very important. You can see one more difference. We have a Facebook Lite. Why? How they become light? Can you feel that they applied this kind of approach only? They understood, okay, so sort will create a different memory space. Why I should not convert the sort to sorted? Sorry, uh, sort will sorted will create a different location in the memory. Why I should not convert the sorted to sort? Right. So this will make your application more reliable, more faster. So these are the approach I always used to give, and this is the very very important. Anyways, hope you understood the sorted and sort function difference. So I would like to give the difference between the sort and sorted. So always I always used to make a notes kind of thing, so that whenever you will get a time, at least 15 to 20 minutes if you can spend on this, then your concept will get clear, right? So first thing, sort. So sort function will do the sorting at the same place in the memory. Sorted, it will do the sorting and it will allocate different location in the memory. Okay, so I guess you guys are understood these things, sort and sorted. And let me put over the comment so that my interpreter will not be stuck at this point. Yes, and one of the favorite note for me, if sort function is applicable for any data structure, always go with the sort, right? So that your application will be very reliable. Okay. Okay, now just try to understand packing and unpacking. What do you mean by the packing and unpacking? Tuple packing and unpacking. This, I guess, this of the one of the interview question of epam.com. So epam is one of the very good company right now. So hiring is going on. So in case of epam also, I face this question, what is tuple packing and unpacking? See, this question I was not awareing at that moment of time. See, everything we cannot remind, right? As a programmer, for me, for kind of my person, I always used to learn, I always used to teach the person, and I always used to give the interviews. So with the interviews, I also get to know, and I also try to explore the things what they ask. And you cannot believe me, I kept all questions, whatever I faced, whatever my student faced, I wrote all question in a doc, and which doc I always used to give to everyone. These are the question, if you can refer, then no one can stop you in the interview, right? So first thing, tuple packing and unpacking. Okay? For example, what we can do, just try to understand, we have a A, okay? We have a A is equal to 10, we have a B equal to 20, we have a C is equal to 30. Just try to understand, huh? Packing, unpacking, you know what is packing, right? What is unpacking? Whenever we used to go somewhere, we used to pack our items, means like whatever the regular routine things we needed. Like whenever I used to go outside, I used to bring my laptop, pen tab and hard disk, all those things I used to keep. Whether I'm keeping my dress at all or not, it doesn't matter, but these things should be with me. So packing is very very important here. Packing is 40, we have a 40, let's suppose. And now just try to understand, okay? And we have a 10. Now this, let's suppose I, instead of giving 10, I should not give this thing, like toothpaste, and sorry, my spelling will be mistake, though I'm really apologize for that, I cannot do anything. Shop and dress and shoes. Right. Yeah, yeah. Who is this? Yeah. Yes, yes, Rohit, tell me. Yes. Yes, yes, that I already showed you, right? You can see this still my command line, sorry, console window is there. Yes, this also you can note down. After shortening, it is going to convert your data structure into the list, right? Yeah, good point. Yes, I forget to write here. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Cool, I will write. Okay, after shortening, after sort function, data structure will not change. After shortening, after sorted, data structure will change to list, will change to list at different location and store in different location. Okay, thank you. Now just try to understand. Now we have toothpaste, we have soap, we have dress, we had shoes, we had everything, and now we are doing the packing. This is my luggage. T is what? Okay, instead of writing T, I can write here luggage. So this will be very, very important. So luggage. Now just try to understand. I kept the inside of luggage. Now what will luggage? What will be the luggage? So print luggage, and let me execute this. Can you see this? My luggage got packed, right? My luggage got packed means toothpaste, soap, trays. So this is known as the packing. This is known as the packing. Tuple unpacking. Okay, now just try to understand tuple unpacking. Tuple unpacking is the reverse process of tuple packing, right? Tuple unpacking is the reverse process of tuple unpacking. Okay, so we can unpack a tuple and assign its the value at a different location. Let's suppose what I'm trying to say, just try to understand. Let's suppose we have a tuple this. Okay, let's suppose now we are going to understand tuple unpacking. Okay, okay, today is the weekend start, so everyone is in the weekend mood, but I will give you an assignment. Please try to do it over the weekend, and if you face any problem, just let me know at that moment. Now tuple unpacking, I told you tuple unpacking is the similar of tuple packing. Only difference is what? See, we are how okay, you packed your items, regular items in your luggage, and after that what you are doing? Let's suppose I want to go to my home. So what I will do, I will keep all those things what is my regular usable item, and once I will reach to my home, what I will do, I will unpack my items from my luggage and I will keep all those things at their place. Like if it is a dress, then I will keep inside of almirah, and if it is a laptops and pen drive, then I will keep inside of in on table, and if it's something shoes at all, then I will keep outside, like this, right? So unpacking we are doing at like this. We are going to give a particular location where we have to store, right? I'm not talking about those people who used to keep like this only. Okay, so I am talking about the standard people who used to follow these things. Now unpacking concept is very, very important. How many elements are there? Okay, so rather to keep this 10 20, it's very hectic, right? So what I'm trying to do, let me control V, and here soap. Just try to understand with the story. See, you reach soap, not soap dress. You reach into your home. Now you are going to unpack shoes. You are going to unpack all those things, and this is not a tuple, this is a luggage. Okay, and now just try to understand. Okay, now you are going to unpack, right? So what we can do, how many elements are there? 4 elements. Toothpaste, where it will go? It will go bathroom. Okay, comma. shoes, soaps also, it will go bathroom only. Yeah, bath. And dress, almira, right? Fourth, shoes, shoes outside. And now you are going to define luggage. That's all. Now just try to understand this way. Now I understood, right? You got the clear picture about this. Toothpaste, shoes, soaps, dress, shoes, everything I kept in their particular place where we have to keep. Now this got unpacked. How you can understand this got unpacked? चलो देखते हैं. Print bathroom is equal to what we can say, or else we can do one thing. If we can print here bathroom, what is that? What should become inside of bathroom? Can anyone please tell me? Bathroom should come as a toothpaste. Now print, okay, we'll make it as a very generic bathroom. What will come in the bathroom? Bathroom wala place, bathroom. Now bath, let me copy this only. Bath, and here should come bath. You can give inside of this any name, okay? And print control V, and here we can write almira, right? Dress is almira, and here we can write almira. Now fourth point, shoes, and here, oh, it should be in outside, right? SID. Now just try to understand. Let me execute this code. Now you can see, this was my luggage. This was my luggage. After unpacking, all item got to get to place in their specific location. So this is known as the tuple packing and unpacking concept. Understood? Any doubt in this packing and unpacking? No doubt, right? Okay. Yeah, tuple and yeah. In short, I will tell you. Let's suppose you have to go your. I am from Bihar and West Bengal, so I want to go to my hometown. What I can do? I will bring all the regular necessary item. I will keep, okay, toothpaste I took from bathroom, soap I took from bathroom, dress I took from my almirah, and shoes I took from outside, and everything I kept inside of my luggage. You can see, right? In luggage variable, I kept all those things, A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D is what? Toothpaste, soap, dress, shoes. Kept this luggage part, you understood? Right? So luggage, once the luggage has been created, I can print that. Now I reach to my hometown. Okay, I reach to my hometown, and after reaching to the hometown, what I can do? I will unpack my item, right? Because I have to work from home. I reach into the home, then I start my working from there. So what we can do, now we have all those things, we have a luggage. Now our job to unpack, and we have to keep at their place, where whatever place it is in my home. Means bath, let's suppose someone used to keep their toothpaste in fridge, refrigerator. I have seen many people. Okay, so you can keep that thing. So for me, I used to keep inside a bathroom. So I took my this toothpaste inside a bathroom, and I'm going to keep this, and then soap I'm going to store in bath, and then dress I'm going to keep inside of almirah, and shoes I'm going to keep inside of outside. So I kept these things, I unpacked this, and I kept at these particular locations. Now I'm going to print all those things one by one. What is that in the bathroom place? What is that in the almirah? What is that? Means I have to cross verify, right? Whether I kept all those things at their particular place or not. So this is just a verification purpose. Line number 45 to 48. It is just for the verification purpose. Any doubt? ठीक है. Okay. Cool है. Cool है. Now just let me make a difference between the tuple and list. You understood, right? Okay, I will now the time for assignment. I always used to give in the Friday. Friday is the weekend mood. Everyone used to spend some time with their work and with their all those things. And I also used to give some tasks. So please try to cover this task. Write a program to take a tuple of a number from the keyboard means user, and print its sum and average. Understood what you have to do? You have to take a tuple with the user, and that number that you have to sum means, let's suppose if user is passing 1 2 3 4, then you have to add, and you have to what I can say, you have to average of that also. Means average means average means mean. You have to calculate the mean of that tuple, right? This is the one question. Yeah. Yes, that's all. One question only for this assignment. And I guess one question is very enough. Any doubt in so far? I guess tuple is completed now. Any doubt? It's from the tuple. Now we had completed our string, list, and tuple. Tomorrow means Monday, whenever we have a class. So Monday we have a class. So in Monday we will start set dictionary. These two data structure will get complete. Then we will reach to the function exception handling and then modular programming. It will take, boss. It will take 15 days. Please don't be hurry burry. Just do be calm and try to learn everything. Means I can complete within a 3 4 days complete Python. I can give you the guarantee. But this clarity of learning will not come into the picture. How much clarity I'm giving, unpacking, packing, making story so that you will never forget at all. This thing will not come into the picture. I will open my slide or Jupyter notebook and I will execute all the program in front of you and everything is done, right? But that excitement, that enjoyment will not come into the picture. And again, I know everyone crossed their 23 24 years, right? So our mind setup is also not that much key we can grasp and we can learn until we are not understanding, to be frank, to be honest, right? So we have to, this is the real truth, and we all should accept this. We cannot learn. First of all, right now we are not at that situation ki someone will open the notebook and write this learn this paragraph. Okay, I used to learn complete paragraph one by one, even though I used to learn the full stop and comma also. Now if someone will tell me, Rajesh, learn this paragraph, no, it's not possible until I will not understand the things. Okay, so this, yeah, Anup, you want to say something? Yes, yes, you can say. I Okay, can you unmute yourself? I will tell you. Okay. Now, I guess I had shown you the way. If recording you not getting, then go to the PyBron YouTube channel, and there I guess everything has been uploaded by Manish. Manish is our one of the senior developer who used to upload everything there. So complete infra, he's working on infra. I will intro sometime. So he's the one of the guy who is going to develop complete PyBron. So complete LMS portal, everything he used to develop. So he used to work on a front end web. So can you see? Okay. Acha, Anup, I will apologize for that. I will ask, I will check with him, and otherwise I will upload personally from my end. Okay. So today you will get everything by end of the day. This is my commitment. Okay. Yeah. If it will not upload, then I will share the drive link where we used to keep all those things. Okay. Anything else? Means or just try to understand, just try to want to take a simple feedback. How is the pace means whether I am going too fast, too slow, or it's fine. Just give me one feedback so that I can be continue like this. Okay, cool. Are you able to understand everything? Are you able to make a story? Means packing and packing, we convert complete thing in a story. So whenever you used to go in the interview, just give this story. None of the people can ask any questions apart from this, right? Yeah, yeah, Shrikant, yes. अच्छा 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 Okay. Oh, ho, ho. Okay, Srikant, I can give you one guideline. See, one thing is that I'm not saying you are making excuse. I'm not saying work is there. So can you make a 1 hour freeze time? Means in on the 24 hour, just think. Yeah, yeah. Oh, acha, acha. Oh, ho. Acha, acha. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure. So what I'm saying, whatever I'm typing, just type from your end, so that practice will done. Yeah, that much you can do. Yeah, yeah, fine. Acha, 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 acha. Okay, okay. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, 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 fine, fine, no worries. Yeah, yeah, fine, fine. Yeah, yeah, sure, no worries. I can understand. We can release. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, fine. So it's not like that. We are going to start many batches. Means in evening also, after this month, means from March 20, we are going to launch another batch. So that will be the Python based data science. So Python you can cover from there also. Means Python will be common for everyone. So here also some people are coming from the data science and ML, who would want to learn the Python. So you can jump for Python anywhere, any batch, and once you are joining, you can jump, you can enroll for any batches. It's a kind of thing. Until you are not learning, you can enroll for that. Yeah, that is the. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah. Do focus on this exactly. Yes, yes. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. That's good only. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. All the best. I guess that will be the good opportunity, because until at the end we are learning only to make a stable thing, and if you are getting chance, then it's well good, and my well wishes with you. Yeah. Acha, acha. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Fine, fine. Okay, okay. Yeah, product model means yes, yes, yes. Their development, complete development, you have to take care of all those things. Yes. Yes. So meanwhile, you can complete your coding section, so that you can be make your hand dirty in that project. That. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, fine. Okay. Hmm. अच्छा, अच्छा. Okay. ठीक है, no worries. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys, then that's all for today. We'll meet on Monday, And meanwhile, just try to complete the assignment and recordings at all, whatever it is. I will forward you for sure by today. And yeah, yeah, I will upload all those things in a YouTube, and it's a pretty soon. Yeah, I will upload. Yeah, I will upload. Means it's not an. We are going to make complete thing on a public. It's nothing private. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will upload that, because sometime I'm going to rely on some person, but now I'm going to take care of all those things personally. I'll. Yes. That will do. Will do for sure. For sure, will do. Thank you. Okay, guys. Then fine. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Bye. Take care. Happy weekend. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.